Welcome in, Derek Walleen. How are you?
Jackie,
Great to see you.
almost
I
a
know, great
year.
to see you here. So now, with the Walleen family, this has been how many generations now?
This is 4.
4 generations of family who
It's
loves
in our
plants.
blood.
I know.
I actually I didn't think when I grew up that I would work for my dad.
You didn't? You're probably like, no.
I was like, that's the last choice. But actually, I just love plants, so I couldn't help it.
This is going to be a collection of Snowbound Shasta daisies, brand new this month, and free shipping and handling. Please know that these will not ship to you until it's the right time to plant, so they're not just going to be hanging out in your garage or wherever you need them. They will ship in your zone at the right time. So with Roberta's, it's hard to find but easy to grow, and you all have decided to bring just one collection of Shasta daisies in this Snowbound collection to really give maximum impact.
Yeah, you know, we've had other Shastas on the queue, and the thing that we liked about this so much was that it had the most flowers out of any variety we've ever tested. We thought, why would we bring lower quality Shastas to all of our friends on QVC? So this year we thought, let's just bring a 4-piece power pack collection with this one variety, Snowbound. These flowers are so white and so pure. They really add almost mystical element to the garden because they mix with anything. You can put them anywhere. They're short. They're just 1.5 feet wide by 1.5 feet tall. So you can put these in the front of your borders, across the house.
And we're going to get 4 plants. So what kind of spread do we get when they grow?
So, I mean, you're looking at, this is what they look like in the garden. And the spread that one collection is going to make is about 8 to 10 feet linear.
Oh, like
or
that.
about 8 square feet in a mass planting like this next photo here. The thing about the Shasta daisies, I mean, daisies are a mainstay in the garden.
Yes.
They're so easy to grow, but Shasta daisies come from the area of Northern California, Mount Shasta.
Okay.
Very dry, arid climate in the summertime, extreme heat. It's totally exposed. There's no big trees to cover up the lower vegetation. And in the wintertime, it's really, really cold. That's where these come from. They love the intense conditions, the rocky, dry soil that you don't have to, amend and put a lot of compost in. And they can handle the super cold winters. You get flowers like this for 5 months.
They're so pretty.
On top of its toughness.
With that gorgeous clarity of the white back to the center of the yellow, eye-catching, eye-popping, brand new this month, free shipping and handling. Remember, that's how they're going to come to you in that little picture at the bottom. And then they're going to arrive at the right time to plant for your area of the country. They're going to resist deer and rabbits as well. M53130. And if you're shopping with us right now on QVC Plus, to order, you call the 800 number at the bottom, 800-500-7590. What kind of care do we need to do with our Snowbound Shastas?
Well, the great thing about these, they grow like this in the garden, super easy, very low maintenance, because these like a part day to full day sun.
Oh, good.
So you can have a lot of areas like that in the garden. It gives you flexibility, but this particular variety of Mount Shasta daisies, it's so exceptional. You don't need to put this next to the water hose, next to the spigot, because they are drought tolerant. If you live in California, if you live, most of the country now in the summers, we're experiencing a drought condition. These do not care. They are not going to cry. They're not going to wilt if they have a little less water. They're very tough and durable. They like, a little bit of fertilization, but you're going to get flowers starting May, ending in the late October, the first frost, wherever it is in your area.
And so we don't have to worry, because this is a perennial, about going and babying it and replanting it.
Oh, yeah.
So full to partial sun, that's all you need to think about. And this is the way they're going to ship to you. You're getting 4 plants, but they won't ship out until it's right time to plant in your planting zone.
Now, the thing that we do, though, is we build a very strong root system before we send these out. They look like a small plant. We've already had these in our greenhouses over the winter time from last summer. These are big, sturdy, healthy plants that we've personally grown. When you get them home, it's gonna be the time to plant them, and you're gonna see blooms just like you see in front of us this year.
What a
easy.
We can put them into pots, into planters if we
put them
wish
in
to.
a pot like this because they only get about 1.5 feet wide by 1.5 feet tall.
Nice.
And at the same time, if you want to put them in the ground and get a naturalized look, these are the best because these will spread themselves out very quickly. In 1 or 2 years, your garden's going to look like it came from the movies.
And you were talking about the fact that this is going to give you about 5 months worth of bloom time. So imagine if you have it in your garden, the spread that you're going to get, the white, beautiful snowbound flowers that you're going to see, and having it grow and spread each and every season. It's something that, like we always say, the daisy is the friendliest flower. You notice that as soon as you see it.
Yeah. And I want to show you in the images here, in the garden, these Shasta daisies, you can tell why we want to make a collection with just one variety. It's such a bold, emblazoned white in the garden with that offset yellow eye. They're big, thick, like kind of padded mats, these yellow eyes.
You're right.
And they're full of pollen. We have pollinators like hummingbirds, bees, butterflies. I mean, some of the bees now are on endangered species
This
list.
is something good for the bees.
This is food for the critters that need it. It's also food for the eyes and the heart when you put it in the ground.
Aw.
It's so easy to take care of.
You're so right in that. And that is one of the things I've been looking at for my garden is trying to find things that are going to attract more of the honeybees and give them that. And think about that with that shortage that we're starting to see in the decline of the honeybee, to add this in. 4 separate plants. You get them at home at the right time to ship for your zone. And don't worry if you're not quite sure what your zone is. When you put in your order and your zip code, it will automatically go into the system to know when it is the right time for you to ship and for you to plant. And you're not charged until it actually ships to you. So free shipping and handling, and brand new this month. I like this. This is just one plant.
This is one plant. These are fast growers. In fact, when you get this home, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, what I'm holding here. These little plants, they're actually quite big. The root system is really strong and sturdy. Let's see if I can pull it out.
Look at
Look at that root
that.
system.
Wow.
That is not a young plant that we just started a few weeks ago. This has been in our greenhouses for months. When you get them home, they're ready to grow for you. And the plants that you see here is first season growth, first season blooms. We love this particular collection because they bloom for 5 months. I mean, it's like a no-brainer. You put them in the garden, they can handle the drought and the arid conditions, they can handle sun, winter, and they give you 5 months of these awesome flowers. Great cuts, by the way, if you want to put them in vases, bring them inside.
I like the way that it's staggered down, that those can be your foreground flowers as you go into the higher areas in the back of your garden. Listen, for those of you who do want to get them with the free shipping and handling, to order on QVC Plus, we have a different phone number for QVC Plus, 800-500-7590. You're going to get all 4 plants. So they will ship to you at the right time to be planted. You're not charged until that time as well. M53130. Now we have something else coming up from Derek in the show from Roberta's, but here's the zone map. You don't have to know where you live, but explain to them how it's going to ship at the right time.
Well, yeah, we don't want your plants arriving when you still have snow on the ground. That would be a problem.
Yes.
So wherever you live, that climate, we've mapped it out with our shipping department. You'll get your plants shipped home on the color according spot there. When you get them home, there's not going to be any snow on the ground. You just put them right in your pots.
That's easy. And you've got a great warranty as well with Roberta's.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you have a great growing experience. Plants are, you know, something you got to work with. So we assure your satisfaction with our perennials for 1 year, our annuals and tropicals for 90 days from the time of shipment. Please give us a call, shoot us an email. If your plants aren't doing what you expected, let us know and we're going to take care of you. I
love that. And you've got a gorgeous peony that's coming up in this show, 2 hours. Thank you, Derek. We've got that on the way. Well, M53130 is the Snowbound Shasta. Here is our Ito Penny with the peony design, and this is yellow, one of the rare